So down this roadway, Capitol Avenue, is where Maine Recycling is at, and that is where Robert Card used to work, and that is where Robert Card's body was found at 7:45 tonight.
I'm not really saying anything, except when it comes to stuff like this, it's always weird how they always end up just shooting themselves. And all these questions and all these things just go unanswered.
Police sources telling our sister station WMTW that his body was actually found in a dumpster. Now that opens up so many questions. How did he end up there? John brought up a really good question earlier. Where was he? His car was found about a mile away from the recycling facility at the boat ramp here in Lisbon, where police were searching for days, including diving in the water to find any clues of where he could be. And tonight we are learning that his body was found at this recycling center that's behind me, that is being combed through by a heavy police presence to try and determine how Robert Card got there.
Okay, so you're telling me that even though you had all these people searching for him, he was at his job or close enough to his job where he could have gotten there to shoot himself? Okay.
Dying of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to police. Ed?
And I'm not saying this dude is innocent and shouldn't be held accountable for anything. I'm saying sometimes I think there's mentally unstable people that just need a certain push, and I think there's certain parts of the government that give them a little push because they have certain agendas and they want to pass certain bills and they want funding for certain things. And I know a lot of you are probably like, dude, you're fucking crazy. He was just a crazy lone gunman, some wacko nuts dude that just was at the end of his rope and just went out and killed people. Yeah, you might be right. You probably are right. But to deny that the government has had operations to manipulate and brainwash people into acts of violence and then having them hypnotized so they can extract those memories and have them deleted from their memory so they don't remember these acts of violence?
MKUltra was a government program run by the Central Intelligence Agency. Originally started as something called Bluebird in 1948-49, morphed into Artichoke, and then in 1952 became MKUltra. It was a mind control program, a brainwashing program. The CIA was trying to learn how to control people's behavior without their knowledge. Now, this all came out in Senate and congressional hearings in the 70s. It was exposed.
The Department of Army has informed me that my father was a victim of a drug test program administered by the New York State Psychiatric Institute under an Army contract.
Seeking a new weapon aimed not at the body, but at the mind.
Those who control your words control your mind.
The U.S. government is engaged in a large number of secret medical experiments designed to help win the Cold War. Developing techniques for mind control to create a so-called Manchurian candidate.
Raymond Prentice Shaw. Listen.
Their main objective was to create what they called hypno-programmed assassins, people who would kill on command, popularly known as Manchurian candidates. Through drugs and hypnotism, the objective was to get people to go commit an act of murder against their moral code and have no memory of their programming.
So stuff like that has happened in the past. And they might say they've stopped doing it, but you're just gonna trust them with everything? I'm not saying that's exactly what happened with this. I'm saying you guys need to make up your own mind and do a little thinking for yourself and stop listening to all these mainstream sources for all your fucking news and information.